Generic greetings and welcome to Warhammer 40,000 FTL. Today's beverage is a very carbonated lime cola, so welcome to the demo of Void War. I don't often use direct comparisons, and I did say that as a bit of a joke, Warhammer 40,000 FTL, but I think it is fairly accurate. Most people, if you're watching this video, will know what FTL is. FTL Faster Than Light, amazing game. I just realised it's over a decade old now. Okay. Also, Warhammer 40,000, you're probably aware of the franchise, and this basically marries up the two. And I don't, again, say that comparison is a sort of knock against the game or the developers. I think the intentions are fairly just on this one. Either way, let's go to new game and I'll show you a little bit of it. Over to new, and you've got the Exile, the Witch, and lots of different sort of captains, essentially, or called a commander. I think I'm going to go with just default Exile, 90 health and 3 damage. Ancient Translocator, which is an innate ability, teleport into a room, and you've got equipment slots. That's basically a lot of the differences here to FTL, and I will be sort of comparing the two games. Basically, you have like a crew and you can equip them with various abilities. Let's just call it confirm there. And you've got this vessel here. This is an Imperial cruiser. You've got pretty much most of these unavailable. I think all of them unavailable in the demo. Yeah, we're going to go with default then. And you've got a storm cannon and a bolt cannon. You've got a couple of Imperial enforcers here. And let's just go to what's it called? The Triumph of Heaven. Can you randomize it? Oh, you can there. Let's call it Judgment. There we go. And launch. Okay, so the God King has fallen. Emperor. The Empire is in despair. Brother fights against brother as the ruinous cults sweep through the stars. The very fabric of reality trembles before the onslaught of demonic swarms. Deep within the Imperial core worlds, one final hope exists: to rekindle the fires within the vault of souls. To the Empire is blasphemer. Blah 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 blah. Words continue. And this is our voyage ahead. So if you've played FTL, you pretty much know what we're looking at here. Each one of these rooms has different subsystems in it. So we've got shielding, we've got engines, we've got life support at the back, sensors, etc. And you can move people around, and they'll just sit on the console and man that. What I'm going to do is go to our upgrading here and go... Oh, actually, wait. No, that's not right. Let's go with this and this. So activate the storm and the bolt cannon. That's now fine. Where do I want the people at? I think I want someone... I'd rather have someone in the shielding area, so it increases the shield recharge rate, but taking them off engines has the evasion reduction. Basically, that's your chance of dodging a shot. It goes from 15 to 20% when it is staffed. This is our Exile here, our main guy, and if you're not in the sort of command center type thing, you can't warp, you can't do anything. Anyway, we are pretty much ready to go. We've got power to shields, power to... the engines, life support, launch bay, because you can launch onto the opponent's vessel. More on that later. Secondary systems are the command throne. Nice. You can see when I mouse over, it actually shows you on the sort of main center console where people are. I think that's pretty much it. So let's go to warp, and we got 2 new areas. Both of them are unvisited. The idea is that we basically have to go through, fight, meet different people, and get to the end. Again, if you've played FTL or even seen anything of it, you know exactly what you're in for here. We'll just go with the unvisited node, and we have a small fleet of Corsair vessels. Speed by initiate subspace translation of the jump node. Intercept a few. Apparently, yeah. Nothing's here. Warp again then, and let's see. Let's go with this unvisited node here. Every time you do this, it does it use fuel, or I just made that up? I'm not sure. You encounter a technocrat vessel under attack by an Imperial patrol ship. Attack the Imperials, or attack... so attack the Imperial ship, or leave the technocultists to their fate. Okay. I mean, I don't really know what the right answer is. I'm going to go with attack, mainly for the purposes of demonstration, so you can see the combat, basically. So, move to engage the Imperial patrol ship. So I'm just going to press space. That goes to command mode. It's pause. And we can see the opponents on the right. So there's an Imperial recruit and an Imperial recruit. We've got all the different subsystems. They have 1 shielding and 9 enemy... 9 health on the... enemy ship, and also a 10% chance of evasion. So let's just unpause it, and what's going to happen is now the storm and the bolt cannon are going to slowly charge up. My plan is to fire at their shields first and take the shield out. You can see the recharge rate on these is a bit different, so I'm waiting for them to fully charge, because if I fire them between between sets, essentially what I'm doing is wasting shots because their shield will be recharged. There's our shots out, and there we go. We've actually destroyed their shield, so that's good. And then I'm going to preemptively strike their weapon systems because the shields are down. I don't care when we fire. And there we go. Weapons are now down and out. So you can see opponents are trying to repair. Let me just select the shielding here because both guys are in this one. And there we go. Shields down again. And yeah, that's pretty much over with. It's like the first fight. Of course, it's going to be easy. Let me just target the front here. It doesn't really matter because they've only got 1 health. As long as we hit, yep, they get destroyed. That's good. Okay, so we've got 47 scrap and 2 munitions. We use them for building missile bays, and I think there's like a storm cannon type thing you can get, which is pretty good. It's like a unlockable thing, and it goes in a different bay. Anyway, machine priest transfers you some advanced technology. That is inertial probe. Enemy ships lose 10% evasion when your sensor status is active. Let's install that one and say continue. What's it mean when it's active? It is active. Sensors are active. Okay. Well, let's just go to what do we want to do? How much would it cost me for an upgrade in the shielding array? It would cost me 20, 30, so 50 to get the shield up to level 2, and then we need another 19 total because we need 2 sets of reactor units, and well, sadly we can't do that. We can do it next time, but let's see. Let's go to another unvisited node just because there might be another combat, and indeed there is. Yeah, Imperial convoy comes in view as you approach the ships within the convoy. Hastily engage their subspace drives, preparing to jump out. Except one null vessel which pivots to confront your ship. Continue. And again, I'm going to try and target their... Oh, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it. I've just realised something. They've only got 2 people on their ship, and there's also a loot crate. So I'm going to take our first person and then second person, and I'm going to head them over to the launch bay. And what you do is basically say, right, load the crew into the launch bay. So they do that, and then you launch, and I'm going to launch in here. So there goes our, yeah, there goes our thing there, and I'm just going to bring them up here to claim that one. We should be able to take these guys out. You can see we are doing some melee combat, bit of shooting and all of that, and yeah, there we go. Retrieve the contents of the storage vault, which is scrap and munitions, and then we're basically going to take control of their vessel, and there we go. And that is it done. All the crew's been killed, search through the remains and find some scrap and munitions. So recall crew and then bring them back. Obviously they are a little bit damaged and we don't have any repair, sort of healing bay on this one. But every time you jump, they will heal some amount. Anyway, what I'm going to do is go to upgrades, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2, and upgrade, and we'll put some points into that, so we gain another level of shielding, just to protect the hull. Let's go to warp, and over to, what's that there? Merchant Shaman, crew contracts and psychromancy. Okay, that might be good. We might be able to get another crew member, and we've got a Corsair Scout on this one. Damaged space station, harsh voice explodes out of the comm. This is my hull. Okay, I'm not going to read through all of the little bits there because they're often basically either don't shoot or I'm going to shoot you first. Either way, combat is going to ensue. Let's go ahead and fire. Just toggling space there, and oh, what a lovely shot. So completely destroyed their shield array. I'm going to target their weapons and see if we can take them out. I mean, I'm not too concerned anyway because we've got fire and then a destruction. Yeah, let's just pick that stuff up, and once again we're going to jump and see if we can have a little chat into the warp there, and we'll have a little talk. I've heard of the Edge of Eternity. Legends whisper it as a phantom vessel, those who encounter it are doomed to suffer gruesome deaths. Thank you, Shaman. And we're going to trade, and what can we pick up? Alright, so we've got a couple of crew here. Imperial Magister, fire resistance 9%, and they're a Psyker, casts healing projectile, that's good. A Necromancer, immune to poison, death cult, and a Psyker, summon 2 ghouls in target room, and an Ashen Priest, reduces enemies' damage per second by 1. Shield area, against hostile projectile, okay. Excuse me. I'm going to go with the most... No, I'm not going to go with the most expensive because I can't afford it. I think I'm going to go with maybe the priest Yeah, so this is Psychomancy. You get basically something in your sort of secondary slot. And do I need to pick these up? I don't think I do. That should be fine. Don't need to shop anything else. So now we have this other person. And okay, in terms of speed, they are. I'm going to put them in the shielding array because if there's anyone that's going to be doing combat, it's going to be this guy. Actually, 25 and 60. No, they are not going to be doing combat. So let's put them at the back here. Make sure everything is staffed, and then jump. And we're going to go around about the middle just to sort of hedge our bets a bit. And that's basically it. Civilian colony is visible. Cannons fire straight across the void as you realise the colony is under attack. Assist the colony? Yes, please. You power up your weapons and move in. So are we the good guys? I think we might be. Anyway, let's target the centre bit here. You can put on auto attack, but we don't need to do that. And wait until the shots are fired out. Are they firing? Were they firing? What were they firing? It looks like some sort of EMP. Okay. Just going to continue targeting their shield array. And that's fine. Oh yeah, it is active. So that says active there. 10% evasion, so their evasion is 0. Sorry, I got distracted. I wasn't even firing the guns. Yeah, you can see that flashing there. That's because it's being hit by the EMP, I think. Yeah. Each purple bubble can block one shot. And fire again. See, it's important to fire together because they've got 2 shields, so we need all 3 to hit to do any sort of damage. Fire and fire. So we're only doing a little bit of damage, but we have managed to damage the shields. This hopefully will be the last shot. I mean, they can't evade. That's the thing. They can't. The shots can't miss. So that's all good. So we've been looked out with that upgrade there. Shockwave fills debris in all directions. You can retrieve as much as you can. Either scrap metal, which is our generic units of currency, or heavy Duraplate plus armor. Scrap. Okay, that's fine. Okay, jump, and then in the middle. And sensor pickup shipping container flying in space. Likely fell off from one of the regular shipping convoys. Playing the routes between the stars. Flying the routes. We've got munitions and armour. We'll continue. So because of the armour now, we can go ahead and I'm going to... Let's see. Let's put the armour on. We're going to put them on Lentulus here. Because they're our priest. But they had the fewest health out of everybody, so that just gives them a little bit extra survivability. Shipyard we're coming up to, but we don't even need it because we're at full health. Anyway, several soul chunks of twisted scrap roll lazily past a viewport, so nothing here. Okay, over to this one, and let's see what we can do. Repair 10 hull points, heal, construct a machine slave. I'm going to construct a machine slave. So this is Hursk here, and they have 15 health. Okay, what I'm going to do is I can probably put them in sensors, maybe. Yeah, so they can still crew something, and it's now saying crewed. And we have active sensors, which is good, and obviously we want active sensors because of the probe here. And let's just go with another unvisited node. And let's see, arrive around a barren desert moon. Preliminary scan of the moon's surface reveals a series of geometric tunnel structures. We've got Necrons. Long-lost civilization. Investigate the structures, and apparently every single entrance is sealed. You have no way in. Continue looking around and get supplies half buried. 29 scrap metal. Okay, that's fine. Over to... Ooh, so that's a merchant dealer. That's actually... We're going to go to a merchant, actually. Although fighting first. Pay 30 scrap if we want to get past. No, that's not going to happen. And... target has jumped away. Right, fine. Let's head to the trader. I'll have a talk. Technical forge enclaves are revered in the star system religious, intellectual, and military importance for all who serve the machine god. God's machine, actually. Trade, and there's energy lance. There's also some equipment. Missile templates, but we don't have a missile launcher. Hull ripper. That sounds good. What's the most expensive? This one, Energy Lance. Number of shots 1, charge time 12 seconds. Projectile speed, really good. Yeah. Starts fights pre-charged. Charges per jump 4, ignore shields. Ah, okay. I'm going to pick that up. And I do need to then get a weapon upgrade and a... Is that weapon? Weapons bay and a reactor. So we'll upgrade that and we can charge up the energy system. Another unvisited node. We'll head to this one. Confirmed via raider warship. So energy lance, let me try it. So, oh, there is some loot as well here. Let me just fire over that there. And, woo, that's really good. That's really good. The question is, do I want to board their vessel to try and get that? How much health have they got? Oh, but they've just got husks. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the captain. I'm going to take the priest. How many can we put in, actually? Only 2. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2. And let's see. We'll say load crew, launch assault pod into there. And I'll be honest, I've never actually used any psychic. Oh, there we go. Retrieve a fire suit. Okay. So we are absolutely destroying the opponents here. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm going to get our captain to chase this guy down. Ah, they're in a repair bay. And are they going to be allowed to heal us? Not with 2 people, they're not. And there we go. So we've done that. I will recall the crew. Obviously we're taking a bit of damage, which is a shame. A bit of health loss. But we've got what we needed. So this is a... armour. Immunity to fire. Who do I want to give that to? I'm going to give that to... Oh, that's armour. So I'm going to have to give it to someone with armour. Vulcan here. There we are. He's the one that helped us out in the boarding. Oh, hang on, wait. Hang on. I think I've got that messed up. No, that's our main captain. We don't want to give it to them because they're almost certainly going to be on in the bridge. So let's warp. Next target. Do a bit of healing, obviously. And we've got another opponent here. Confirmed about another raider warship. And they've got more loot. But we can't. I don't think I can send. I'm going to send these guys over. I'm going to say target the weapons bay. Right. Okay. Load crew. Launch. And we should be able to take them out. Yep. Let me go ahead and get in the loot. So we got the loot, which is extra scrap. Come back down to there, and I'm just going to fire, fire, and fire. Now, obviously, you can destroy the vessel with people on board. Obviously, you don't want to do that. We should be okay. Oh, recall, actually, because they are losing hull points because they're on fire. Because that fire is going to spread. And you know what? No salvage rights for anyone here. Let's just destroy them. And do I get loot after the fact? I don't think so. Enemy's vessel burst into flames and chaos. Right. Over to the Stargate. And a bit of a rest. Approach a Stargate. Continue. So we go with a techno-cult sector or Imperial Shrine Worlds. After that, unidentified. And that's an exclusion zone. I'm going to go to the Imperial Shrine Worlds, I think. Yeah, why not? You can only get, I think it's 3 or 4 jumps down this line and then the demo ends. We probably won't even get that far because, you know, you've probably picked up what the game's putting down here. Enter a sector containing a cluster of Imperial Shrine Worlds. Adherents to the Radiant Dogma are known for their near fanatical devotion to the God King. Space King. Let's go ahead and jump to another unvisited node. We have a rest and conversation while Doctor trading outpost. We will hit the Imperial so hard they will never bother us again. Man speaking. Proceed proceeds to detail their plans to bomb a nearby Imperial supply station. Supposedly, the station will be unidentified for 36 hours due to a hiccup in the security detail. We are Empire crew. Consult your crew before entering the station. Familiar with the layouts of the Imperial supplies, and with knowledge, you formulate a plan to raid the station. And we managed to pick up a magnetic pulse and some scrap. Okay, so we looted before them. So what is this? It's a magnetic pulse, charge time 12 seconds at 600 projectile speeds, 2 of the counts, and stuns crew and target room for 5 seconds. That's good. Okay. Upgrade weapons and reactor units. There we go. We've got 112 remaining. What can I get for a little extra? Can I get... we don't really need extra sensor strength. Can I get additional evasion? Or can I get additional shields? How much is that going to cost? 150-ish. Going to go with additional evasion. There we go. So we're on 25% evasion. Let's warp to, let's say... Oh, there's Imperial Shrine. Well, we're at Shrine World, so we might as well visit that and say hello. And... extremist group has infiltrated a local space colony and threatening to build fusion pylons responsible for maintaining the colony's orbit. Contact the extremists and remind them of their faith in the Immortal King and his plan, or tell them violence won't solve anything. I'm going to go with the more grimdark one, and we've been given a Power Claw and Imperial Recruit. Okay, so the Power Claw is going to be melee damage. I guess I'll give that to the guy that's... yeah, that's also got the armour. And did we get a recruit? Yes. They're not very good. They're only 25 health, but that's not terrible. Let me put them in the door bay. What's it called? Door control. You might be able to see the doors change colour and change like what they look like. Basically, that means they're secured. So normally you can just go through the doors. When they're secured like that, you have to beat them down. Warp, and we'll go to Imperial Shrine. Almost certainly a lot of text here. Imperial Shrine, structure is one, but solemn presence commands respect. Pledge yourself to the Imperial cult. Okay, so we've got a radiant warmth flows through your veins, like the embrace of the sun itself. All crew restored health, plus 10 integrity, which we run full anyway, and Imperial Shrine activated. Imperial citizens appear more frequently in reward for merchants. Only Shrine may be active at any one time, so there we go. Over to Warp, and we've got... merchant. We got a mechanic, or we got a weapons dealer? I'm going to go with the... yeah, I'm going to go with this guy. These are all missiles, really. Subsystems. Shield charger, massively boosts charge recharge time. Auto surgeon or a missile bay. I think a shield charger would be good. I can't get any of them though, because they're too expensive. I mean, I could get a missile bay, but I don't really... no, I think I'm going to keep the money. I think we'll do that. I'm not going to fight them either, so let's head. And you arrive to see several Imperial Inquisition ships arrayed around. Right, don't mess with the Inquisition. If anyone knows anything about 40k, you do not mess with the Inquisition. Any of the 3 denominations of... anyway, intent to incinerate the vessel. Oh, okay, it's a prison barge. Try to stop the Inquisitors, wait to see what happens, and avoid them and move on. I'm going to wait and see what happens. Wow. The Inquisition suffered a massive conflagration of psychic fire upon the prison barge. A few minutes later, the barge and all of its occupants are reduced to ash, and there's nothing left to salvage. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. We've got a ice mining operation. The distress signal. Oh, let's investigate that. Miners ask you to transport them off the comet. Apparently they stopped receiving pay since the last resupply. Accept. And, okay, they try to hijack the vessel. Alright, well, that will not do. So, we've got one guy down the bottom here. I'm going to bring in these 2 guys. And I'm going to basically open up this one as well. Because obviously they're trying to beat down the door. And let's see if we can stop them. So, I don't think there'll be too much of a problem, really. They're just sort of standard citizens here. One of them's gone, and then that one's gone as well. And yeah, that's pretty much job dealt with. Need to get back on the throne, and let's jump over to unvisited node. We're at full health, there's no point in not. And Imperial Strike Craft, okay. They're locking weapons. Okay, energy lance into... once again, there's loot over there. Okay, but what sort of health? They're all just husks, aren't they? Oh no, that's a Gene soldier. Okay. I'm probably not going to go over there and take them out because... Let's do a stun as well. Yeah. Stunned, so they can't even repair. Energy lance. That's that destroyed. Fired their guns. Yeah, I'm probably not going to head over there because we can only transport 2 people anyway. So I'm not going to get the loot. Do a stun. They're firing up their engines to try and get away. I think they're going to be destroyed after this one anyway. You can just take out their crew as well using different methods. We've got... Oh, a siege claw and a chaos engine. Okay. We have to pick one. Teleport all crew in the current room to a random room on opposing ship. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to go with the scrap and the claw. The claw I'll put on one of our enforcers, like that. And we're going to warp. What's this? Merchant. How much we got? 80. No point, but I'll head that way anyway. Hedge our bets. And another Imperial corvette. Okay, as soon as you notice you, primes his weapons for shooting. Not seeing any loot. What's that? Ooh, what is that? That is a husk rack. Constructs biomechanical worker husks. Okay. Not particularly fond of that one, truth be told. Let's fire against this because we've actually breached the hull, so they're going to be suffering from... Well, I was going to use the word starvation, suffocation. Actually, what happens there is that we breach the hull. Oh, they're dead already. We breach the hull and then we set it on fire, which ironically put the fire out because there was no oxygen. Warp to the unvisited node, I think. I definitely want some more shields. How much would it be? I did work it out. It was 150 minimum. Let's go with the unvisited node. And rest up. Discover a functional ship armament floating in space. Storm Cannon 2. Ooh, okay. Well, why would I not do that? Do I want to... small chance of hull breach. Small chance of fire inflicts minor crew damage. What's a fire? A charge time 16. 12 and 16. 10. But it's got three shots. And we need extra power though for this thing. Okay, I can do that. And there we go. Alright. Another node. And jump at the node, finding nothing to note. You continue on your journey. Okay, there's the end of that chat. Next one. And another Imperial scout. We begin shooting straight away. Energy lance, straight into their shields. That's such a good weapon. Such a good weapon. And because their shields are already down, I'm going to fire it over there and see what we can do. What I can do is destroy them. See, they're all tumbling off into space. There's some extra scrap there. Warp. Another node. And ship merges outside the perimeter of a large space colony. The colony is burning, surfaces studded with grisly totems, each bearing the icon of the war god Crom. Investigate the war cult wreckage. That is war cultist. We do have one. Happened upon a disabled vessel knocked out early in the attack. Careful scan locates faint life sign aboard. And apparently we've got a war seer. Continue. So there we go. We've got another war seer. So where can I put said seer? I'm going to bring this guy in here. Put the war seer up front. Because if there's anyone going to board, it's going to be the guy with the weapons and equipment. Yeah. I'm sure they're armed with the power claw. Cassian is their name. Load out Cassian. They don't have armour. Metrin. Where's Metrin? There they are. Swap them around. Okay. Warp. And to the Stargate. So, Death Cult, blood cult or war cult? War cult. So, arrive at the sector controlled by the war cult, also known as the Cult of Crom. Few devotees from Crom who have not yet succumbed to the lunatic fury affecting so many of their brethren. Primarily occupied with the manufacture of weapons. Alright, let's go to... Is that shrine? Shrine of Rage, actually. Okay. Go to the next node. And, a different vessel at once. In Crom's Crucible, we are forged anew. Good for you. They do have a boarding option here. They also don't... Do they have shields? Yeah, of course they have shields. Skeletons. Oh, they're full of skeletons. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to be boarded. I think it's just going to happen. Let's see. I'm going to fire over there. Fire, fire, and fire. Wow. So they've taken our shields out. You can see, by the way, at the top, the drive does charge up. It means that you can jump away if need be. Oh, yep, we're getting boarded. Here we go. So they're at the back. I'm going to bring our main guy in there. I'll bring them both in. I don't think it's going to be much of a fight, truth be told. Yeah, they're gone. Okay. Not terrible. Nice bit of scrap, actually, as well. So, where do I want to put this guy? Forget. Metrin. He wants to go in there. Is that right? Metrin, yes. Got Power Claw. And Psychic Shriek. Didn't actually notice this. Cast a projectile that stuns enemy crew in target room for 5 seconds. Okay. I think I'm going to go over with... I'm not going to visit the shrine. I'm going to go down here. And wreckage found here. Charge debris is being blasted through to preclude anything of note. Okay, fine. Let's go with Merchant. And you can fight these guys, but they are friendly, so we'll talk. Nothing much to say. What have they got? Missiles. Graviton Field Generator. Creates a gravitational field that slows all enemy crew aboard the ship. Or a Terror Amplifier. Fires a psychic blast that stuns enemy crew, ignores shields, can target own ship. And Machine Rifle. Translocator. Pulverizer. I think a Terror Amplifier might be good. So this is what the game does different to, well, FTL. You can install components on the vessels like this. I mean, you can do it on that in FTL, but you sort of pick the location on this one. So it's done, and I'm going to sell that as well. And I need to power that up now, don't I? Yes. What do I need for that? Power. 1 unit power. Turn that on. I mean, I might as well at this point just turn off the launch bay. But let's go ahead and jump. And encounter a raider vessel under attack by an Imperial ship. Attack Imperials, why not? Like I said, I don't even know if this is the right option or not, but yeah. We're firing. And fire a blast. So this is the quite slow moving Terror Blast. And it stuns them. Stun them again. And get them to take damage. Our shields are going down. Well, it looks like they missed, which is good. And I think we'll be able to do decent damage here. That Storm 2 is really good. I'm impressed by it. Fire against that. And that. Stun them. Yeah, vessel's gone anyway. Okay, we have not much survives a blast. 2 bloated reagents, plus 3 scrap metal. Summons a bloat mite. Don't think I want that on my boat. Oxygen shank, immunity to suffocation. Okay. Right. I'll just take the one that gives me a bit of scrap. So, let's see. Shipyard. Safe place. Have we even taken any level of hull? Construct a machine slave or scavenge munitions. We don't really use munitions. We haven't bothered with it. Don't need repair. Don't need to heal. don't really need a construction. I'm just going to go munitions and just get 7 munitions. What's in this one? Oh yeah, that thing. I'm going to sell that later on, I think, actually. Next one. So, arrived at orbital colony in midst of celebrating an overthrown Imperial governor. Investigate and... Oh! Although our militant rebels are consumed by the thrill of victory and they're attacking us. And... Oh, look at that. They're attacking over here. Okay, that guy has got a bit of health on them, actually. Fair enough. Let's fire over here. Shields down. So, we'll be taking out the opponent. Yep, they're gone. And target Storm at the back. Storm 1 and Pulse. And fire against their weapons. Ideally, I'd want another shield at this stage, but it's going to be very expensive to pick that up. Just going to stun these guys. I'm just going to take out their weapons and keep the shields down. Having their evasion at 0 from pretty much the very start of the game has been, honestly, ridiculous. In a good way. Colonies' intercoms begin blaring demands for the colonists to return their habitation blocks. Anyway, we leave. 143. What I'm going to do is I'm going to commit. Upgrade the shields. We can't power it up. Actually, we can. I'm going to turn off the launch bay. Get into one of those. And there we go. There's shields, level 3. Let's go with middle. And, oh, that looks warm. Firing guns viewport seem to have stumbled into the midst of a major Imperial fleet against the infernal cults. And, yeah, we're pulled into battle. Okay. Fire. And that's good. I'm going to immediately Terror Blast them to stun them. And here we go. So this is going to be extreme heat detected. Okay, so it's set fire to this. Now you can open, say, an area to space and vent the oxygen. Don't think I'm going to do that. The guy in here's got fire resistance, so that's just handy, isn't it? Anyway, let's do what we can. Keep firing. Keep stunning. That's now done. Put Cassin back there. Get the guy back on that one. No, other way around. I keep doing it the wrong way. Let's put out there. I was going to say put out their weapons, but we'll actually just put the entire ship out. There's extra scrap value. Battle continues. Stay. And we have another ship. Oh, but this time our comms are jammed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jam their comms back because we get the reduction in invasion. So it's currently only 8, and as soon as we can see them, it goes to 0. I'm going to, yeah, gonna get hit by another blast of fire, but we're in a decent position, I think. Ah, so not just us that can get set on fire as well. The opponents can have that too, which is what's happening there. Fire Terror Blast over there. It's not very quick moving, but it'll get there just in time to stun them again and stop them repairing. And fire it against their weapons. Ah, it's game over anyway. Okay, so let's see. That's not good. So, more coal vessels drop in soon. The Imperial forces are overrun. So, malevolent energy explode onwards. 2 subspace breaches and 2 intruders. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to stop those then, aren't I? I'm going to see if there's anyone that's... I'm sure there's someone that's pretty good at... Well, these guys can repair that. Luckily, the subspace breaches are basically nowhere to... Oh, really talk about. Let me get through here. I'm going to have to run away from that guy. Right, they're all gone. And I need to bring these guys back. Bit of a micromanagement situation here. There and there. You get back there. I'm just going to warp. We're still in combat. Oh, there's this thing here. I'm just going to get. Yeah, I'm just going to get out. And we're probably still looking at that. Arrive in a system, immediately find yourself in the midst of a massive fleet. Defend the Imperial complex. Try and escape. I'm going to defend the Imperial complex. And let's see. Energy. Let's put out their sensors to get their evasion down to nothing. Well, actually, it's -10. These guys, I need to put back. One there and one in there. Something like that. So, they're firing out. I'm going to stun that guy. I'm going to energy lance their... I'm just going to fire everything at their shield generator and stun. And there we go. So already, that's caused considerable damage to the opponent. And it's pretty much game over. There we are. And we can either get munitions and scrap, or just loads of scrap. I'm going to pick up scrap. The battle continues to rage. Scan for more targets. Attack one of the largest courser vessels, or attack one of the smaller courser. Let's go large. Let's go big or go home, basically. Target the sensors, because we need to keep doing that. And already good hits. And fire in the... Yeah, fire in the... Oh, hull breach. Got a hole in the ship. Yeah, we got fire in the shield bay. And we've stunned them. Just going to repair this best we can. And then get these guys back out again. You go over there. You go over there. Doesn't even matter. Don't know why I'm putting them in there, because it's not even active. We can't even use the bay. And this will be the last shot. What's that there? Oh, it's a husk rack. Yeah, we've seen that before. And the big vessel is gone. And that should be it. Scrap value and munitions, which is good. And as the battle comes to an end, the Corsair fleet has been successfully driven off. Under a vessel, even though your ship is a flagrant violation of Imperial Code, your deeds need to prove you are worthy of our respect. Thank you for your assistance. 90 scrap. And with that... Max shield. Fighting or transport vessel detected. Hostile. Okay, well, I guess we'll fight. They do have some loot over there. Obviously, I can't do anything about that because I can't utilize the launch bit, which, to be fair, is actually like one of the really good sort of things of the game. You know, it's one of its selling points, and it's all like the ability to just board and stuff. It's not a unique system, but I do like it. But I'm just not utilizing it. I think I can kill that Imperial recruit with this gun. Yep, there we go. I can blow the ship up as well, if need be. Alright, there's that. And let's go with weapons dealer. I don't know why. I think I'm just going to repair the ship. Trade. Repair. What's that? Designed to fire solid shots of highly corrosive materials. Retributor 2. All pretty fun, but I'm just going to keep what I've got and head to the next one. Bit of resting there. Briefly detect a Gorgathian vessel without detecting you in turn. Be a good opportunity to gain the upper hand. And I'm just going to ignore it. I don't need to fight them, so yeah, we'll head. And brief detect a chromic vessel in your sensors without detecting you in turn. I'll pursue that one. And oh, look at that. That is abusive. We have got total access to our weapons from the very beginning. Just going to keep stunning people here. That doesn't sound good. Pulse detected. And... it's like an EM pulse from the star. The ship's gone. We'll jump to the Stargate. And that'll be that. So there's the Maw, or the Desolate Sector, Terrible subspace maelstrom. I'll head to this one, but I think we are going to leave it there. The game might actually shout at us anyway. No, we actually have this one to go through, I think. But then after that, it's pretty much game. But the video's already long enough, so yeah, that has been a bit of 40k FTL, otherwise known as Void War. Yeah, I'm all for it. I don't think it's, you know, trying to hide what it is. And, you know, I like FTL, I like 40k. Maybe that's a bit of a dull comparison for what it is, but this demo is, yeah, it's basically showing its hand. It's very competent, works well, it builds on previous things, but still has its own story to tell. Either way, hope you have enjoyed what you've seen. If you like the game, let me know, and yeah, comments in the comments. As always, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.